Stop going on like he wasn't expecting me. UK warfare is about to take place. We need to have the conversation. Happy New Year! 2026 is here. What's good, everybody? You know what it is. Yours truly, Selector Hype, live and direct. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Because you know what? Helps with the algorithm. And what a year we had last year. Thank you for everybody supporting the thing. Got a new thing on YouTube, you know. YouTube got a thing called Hype It Up. I'm Selector Hype. So not only do you want you to like, comment, share, subscribe, hype up the channel. The link is underneath where you can see the comments. Hype up the thing. I'm Selector Hype. It's perfect for me. I think YouTube really just did that for me. So please, let's hype up the thing. Now, before we get wild inside the situation right now, again, it's going to be a crazy one. Thanks again to everybody who's been subscribing. The t-shirts, we've been talking about sound system clothing. We've been doing it for 12 years, but we took a little bit of a break. And this year, 2026, we're dropping. This will be the first drop that we'll be doing for this year. This t-shirt, I know so many people have been looking for this one. There is only 2 available. I have one, and a good friend from over Birmingham side that goes by the name of Jacko Melody. He also has one. So there's only 2 of these in existence. Spring, summer 2026, we're going to be dropping these, and we're only going to do 50 of each design, okay? So all the designs that come out from now, from Sound System Clothing, we're only doing 50. A drop of 50. After that, then done. Also, next thing is location. I am in the process of building the whole TV sound system media suite at the moment. If you know, you know. If you don't know, have a look at some various videos. People have been talking to me about a mic. I have a mic, but I haven't charged it. And right now, I'm just excited. I haven't even got time to charge up the microphone. So the audio quality, the situations, and all those things during this year will come to pass. And it's going to be a really, really good look for TV sound system. Nice. Now, another thing is I have been on tour. If anybody knows my situation, I am a freelance sound engineer, lighting and venue technician. That's what I do for a living. I love my job. It is a position where I wanted to be in from a long time, and now I'm finally there. It really does take priority over everything because, one, it pays the bills, and it pays the bills very well. So that is why I did want my videos to be so frequent, but when I signed the contract December last year and they showed me the vision, what they had for this year, I said to myself, rotted, I'm going to be missing certain clashes, you know, and certain events, but I'm going to try and keep on top of things as the vlogger that I am. I think I'm the only sound system vlogger in the UK. Everybody else's platforms are more shows and weekly and 2 weekly. Mine is as and when, because I'm vlogging. Also, I've got to say, big shout out to all the sound systems and all the promoters and everybody who's doing something for this year. January, very, very early in January, I made a post and I says, rotted, there's like 11 clashes or 11 big dances spread across the year, and it's only January. That's literally one big dance every month already taking place. So it's going to be wild for the UK. Is it a good look? Some people are saying, nah, man, too much dance I keep. Some people are saying it's a good look. I mean, I'm sure we're not expected to go to each and every dance every single month because people have priorities like myself and many other people them. But it just shows the enthusiasm from the promoters and the sound systems who are confident to put on these dances. So again, big up all the sound systems, the promoters, and you, the supporters, because, well, it is UK sound system culture. I love it. Okay, let's go into it, man. UK warfare is taking place at the end of February. All the information is going to be coming up on your screen right now. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be mental. It's going to be insane. Now, if you fast track to Southern Warfare, which took place last year, I was gassed. Everybody see my videos. Everybody see my reaction. Everybody, I was talking about, I talked about Southern Warfare right the way through last year because I thought it was the biggest dance of the year and it was just a vibe. I was just gassed. Everybody knows Southern Warfare. It's going down. So this year, promoter topped it. I thought, I said to myself, I wonder how they're gonna top it this year. 4 of the baddest sound systems in the UK are preparing to give you an absolute movie. King Tubby's, Pure Vibes, Willpower, Immortal. I mean, what more do you need to add to that lineup? Nothing else. Hosted by the man himself, Alan Brando. So everything's going to be in check and in order. The venue, same place as last year. Brilliant venue. Everything's just nice. But look, this is what I'm going to do. Because I'm already starting to waffle. I'm going to break it down sound by sound. So this little episode that I'm going to do is about King Tubby's. King Tubby's, the defending champion from last year. Can they do the double? The damn double. Now, before we go into the King Tubby's and situation, let's do some facts. Facts! I've got one of the best interviews with Cecil from King Tubby's when I went down to London. Sat down with him and his team. I did 2 interviews. One was with Cecil for about an hour. Then we passed it over to the members of King Tubby's. And then we had another interview for about an hour. Facts. One of the best King Tubby's interviews that are on the internet right now. Facts. I've clashed King Tubby's on multiple occasions. So I know about King Tubby's. A lot of people then feel like when I'm talking, clearly don't remember my history. And in order to clash these sounds and be knowledgeable of these sounds, you have to study these sounds. I've been studying these sounds because I've been a part of the culture in an era that some people don't want to talk about. But I'm still going to keep talking about it. So yes, I have been in the situation where I've clashed the likes of King Tubby's. Facts! I've been in a clash with King Tubby's and King Tubby's get dropped out before me and I went on to continue and win the dance. Again, this is not me blowing my own trumpet. That's old news, but it's a fact of studying and understanding these sound systems. So when I'm talking, if a man don't like what I'm saying, I'm not only giving you my opinion, I'm giving you my experience. And experience and knowledge put together 10 times out of 10, it's facts. Now, another thing that I've heard people say, and a lot of things what I'm talking right now, more videos are going to come where I'm going to start to say to people, don't call my phone and say, oh, you should go on your video. When you do a next video, you should say this. And when you do a video, say that. And then when I say it and everybody pipes up, you sit under the bus there like this, like it wasn't you that told me to say it. You just waited for me to catch all the flipping bullets and all the shots and all these things. We're not doing that in 2026 at all. But another thing that people have been saying is, do King Tubby's have anything to prove this time round? And my answer to that is yes, they can do it, but it's going to be mad sticky on Tubby's this year. I'm sorry, I'm going to say how it is. I think it's going to be kind of sticky on Tubby's. Why do I say that? Last year in Southern Warfare, a lot of people then were saying, yeah man, Tubby's, they changed the dance at the last minute. The last minute they just come in and did that. I agree, and at the same time I don't agree. Again, I study these sounds. King Tubby's is a sound that on that night, let's be honest, last year, they was playing quite consistent. They was doing okay. Tubby's is a sound system that this is what I think. Tubby's is a sound that just play accordingly what they need to play, make sure they go through. And you drop the ball, you mess up, if you F up, Tubby's are gonna come there straight away and slap you, and then they're gonna go like this. And that's what happened last year. It was waiting for someone to drop the ball. And the minute that ball dropped, there's no coming back, because Tubby's then are going to rain fire. They're going to have the fans. It's the King Tubby's memento. They've got bigger songs to come after that memento. And then it's plain sailing for King Tubby's. And that's why I think they took it last year. But to do that this year, I don't think Tubby's have time for that. Tubby's do not have any time to just wait to see if somebody's going to drop the ball. Because Pure Vibes, Immortal, Willpower, no homo team, but they don't drop balls. Damn! But I'm being serious. Them man there are not gonna shim. They're not gonna come to play around. So Tubby's have to be on their A game from the get-go. Not on an A game strategically, if that's the right word. But they've got to just go in for the kill. they've got the fan base, they've got the music, and one thing that they don't have is time, because everybody is going to go there 100% blazing. So again, Tubby's for me. If they go in straight in, I think it's going to be Master Bucky on the mic. You know, Bucky is like, he's a hero, you know. Like, people need to put some respect on certain soundman's name, etc. Bucky is a mad hero. He's like folklore. He's the guy that when it comes down to it, Tubby's need somebody like him at this time and at this present moment for a dance like UK Warfare. Again, fan base, they've got that. You know, they've got the whole Tubby's family. But again, that might not just be all when you have got three of the best sounds inside the UK. I'm going to talk about them sounds there in a next. I'm going to talk about each sound individually. But Tubby's right now, can they? I think they can, because they've got the music, they've got the experience. But again, if they're not coming out all guns blazing, pew, 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 from the get-go, shut everything, it's going to be sticky and they're going to have to play catch-up. Oh man, I forgot my other fact. My other fact that I have about King Tubby's. This time last year, I did my top 5 sound systems for 2025. Did I not put King Tubby's in there and say King Tubby's has been one of the most consistent sound systems, not only for last year, but if you go all the way back to the first time King Tubby's met up with the likes of Immortal and Willpower at Winner Takes All, from then up until now, you cannot tell me that King Tubby's has not been one of, if not the most consistent on and off clash sound system for the UK. It has to be, man, because they've done so much. They've done, and they're still here. If you go all the way back to the likes of Winner Takes All, like I'm saying, back then, there was a lot of sound systems that was around who are not around right now. There's a lot of sound systems them who have changed MCs. They've done this and the other. They've regrouped. They've done things in order to keep themselves in the exact same position. Tubby's have done the same thing, but I think if you're going to go overall, Tubby's is up there as one of the best active. As and when them ready, Tubby's will be ready and active. And another thing as well, I'm seeing things that I said like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that people are starting to talk about now. I'm hearing people are talking about leagues and who's in what league and this league and that league. And I was saying this a long time ago. I've got receipts. Remember, I got receipts, you know. And people were saying, no, he that thing, that man, no man, no, a league and this and the other. Yes, there is. There is a league. There is a league, but I'm going to talk about that in a different video. But in terms of leagues, I think Tubby's is in a league of... Okay, so let me try and break this down, because I'm gonna say something now, which I said I didn't want to say until another video. So shout out, reaching out to all the King Tubby's family, them, all the London people, them, all those, you know, elders are coming out. I know people. Here's the thing about UK Warfare that a lot of people don't know, you know. You see, when big dances keeping, certain people take the time to come out. There's certain clashes that are happening. Nobody asks for certain clashes to separate. They look at the clash and they're like, well, I didn't ask for that. So they ain't coming. When you say King Tubby, when you see a lineup like this, people are saying to me, yo, the last time them man they book up was when Winner Takes All. I know people from my ends, they say, yo, we want to see Tubby's again, you know. Tubby's was up here just the other day with Fire Sound and did a really, really good dance. And Wolverhampton, them to go and hear King Tubby's in Wolverhampton, they said, yeah, man, it was a vibe still. So I know people from Wolverhampton, because there's no Wolverhampton sound in the clash. Some of them are driving to London, say, but if I'm going to drive all the way to London, I'm going to rep the big city. And this is why you can't underestimate King Tubby's, because again, they have fans all over. You have to remember, this is a big, big dance. Some people will travel to, say, Notting Hill Carnival and see King Tubby's, Usain Bolt, this and the other from last year, like I said, and they love the vibe. So when they see a big dance like this, they're going to support the thing. So again, in terms of fan base and etc., don't just feel like London alone is going to roll out for Tubby's. There are people coming up from my ends going down there to say, you know what, big people, bigger man, bigger sound man, bigger people, them who love proper hardcore sound clash. They're going down there and saying, you know what, Tubby's, man, King Tubby's. Now, a couple of other things before we go, because remember, it's all about UK warfare, UK warfare, UK warfare. It's going down. And I'm just really talking about King Tubby's right now. I have so much respect for the King Tubby's and what they've done and what they've achieved over the years. And I'm not talking about just over the years of my experience and some of our we could say, younger generation, from where Cecil's coming from now as a big man to still engage in this kind of scenarios is a massive look, man. You know what I mean? And if I was a member of King Tubby's, whether I'm a young selector, a young MC, or I've been a part of that Tubby's camp for a very long time, and I'm still there, the last thing that I would want to do is go in there and let down Father Cecil. And the communication, what them guys have, seems to be very structured. And I think that is one of the reasons why they can go in there and do the best they can and probably win over people with a strategy that I didn't even think. And again, just gonna go back and forth on certain things that just keep popping up in my mind. If Tubby's do come out and go pium, 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 on some big songs, they could change the narrative, because a lot of the other sounds, then, which I'm going to talk about in other videos, may have to change their strategy and be like, you know what if UK warfare ended up just being a dance that was just based on big tune, and King Tubby's came with the big tune argument? It could kind of change the narrative, and then when they feel like they want to switch and go new tune shopping, they could do that and then lead the dance. Tubby's have a lot of options to the way how to do it, but I just don't think their usual way of playing, which I've studied and I've seen, is let's just kind of balance it and then go for the kill. I don't think that will happen this time round. You've got to go for the kill from the get-go, because there's 3 other hungry sound systems from around the UK who, let's not get it twisted, want to take that trophy, want to take that title. There's no trophy in the dance, actually. No, they want to take that title. They want to take all credibility. They want to take it from King Tubby's. So what happens if King Tubby's wins UK warfare? Well, first of all, they've done the double. They did it 2 years in a row. And I guess the rest of you sounds going to have to go to the drawing board and figure out why that happened. Now, what if they lose? Not going to affect them. Sound clash, you win some, you lose some. It's not going to affect King Tubby's. But what I'll do, and what I would like to see, is Tubby's go and clash some different sounds. I was going to say bigger sounds, and that's not the word I wanted to try and say. Yeah, boy. I'm not even gonna edit that, I'm not talking about bigger sound. I'm talking about, I want to see the King Tubby's I would love to see King Tubby's versus V-Rocket. I just want to see that one. I don't know why, but that's the one I want to see. But like I said, if they lose, I don't think it's going to be any loss. You win some, you lose some in this industry. So it's not going to affect King Tubby's at all. They might feel a little bit sad amongst themselves, and because everybody wants to win as sound man, they're going to want to put in the work. They're going to feel disappointed in themselves. But overall, I don't think it's really going to affect their brand at all. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. UK warfare is taking place. All the information is on your screen. People, stop with the rubbish, man. I'm hearing people talk rubbish. The rubbish I can't take. The place is too small, it could be bigger. What do you mean it could be bigger? If you got your ticket and you're in there, why are you worrying about space? Why are you worrying about the next person who ain't bought their ticket? Like you're waiting for Bridget, look, get your ticket, get down there early and be inside the building. You're going to tell me it's too small. It's too small. They need more. It's going to be RAM. And chatting, man. Just get your ticket. Stop worrying about other people. So on that note, good luck to King Tubby's. You know what, actually? Tubby's, I'm not even giving no good luck, Because let me tell you something about Sound Clash. Luck is about this much, You need about this. After you spend a bag of money on dub plates, sorted out your fans, promoted the thing, made everybody know to say you're coming there for the kill. You think, you see what luck is? Luck is about, I don't even know. Luck is barely anything. Luck can't even save you unless everybody else flops. Then luck comes into play. And luck against these other 3 top sound systems probably won't come into play. It's down to research, knowledge, dub plate, selecting, MCing, speech. All those things are collectively why Tubby's can either win or lose the situation. And on that note, get your tickets and make sure you're up inside the building. UK Warfare is the biggest dance for 2026 inside the UK. I am starting to get gassed. I am absolutely excited. We are talking four of the best, and I've just spoke about one of the best, King Tubby's from outer London. I am Selector Hype. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We're going to be talking about all three of the other sounds then. And we're going to also have a different conversation about certain other things. Like I said, I'm back for 2026. I am the only UK sound system vlogger for a culture right now. Remember, we're dropping these around about spring, summertime. Ain't doing no hoodies or nothing right now. That autumn and winter's done. But you see, summer, what? This is going to be popping off mad. And we're only doing 50 in this design. Then we change up the thing. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, support. Yes, I will sort out the microphone. I could show you the whole media suite right now. It's looking really, really good. And it's going to be an amazing 2026 for UK sound system culture. I am gassed. Are you? See you at UK Warfare. I'm out. One. Peace.